Outing was terrific against the Boston Red Sox on Friday night. 6 innings, no run, his best start in a while. And it's all right. Washington starting all right-handed hitters today, but that's fine. Max Fried has some of the best numbers lefties against righties all year. Stay close. Max Fried leads all of baseball with 8 pickoffs, and the Nationals have been caught 15 times this year, which is 5th most in the major leagues.
Take a look at the defense behind him, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. Dominguez back in there and left, Grisham in center, Bellinger in right, McMahon and Volpe on the left side, Chisholm and Rice on the right side, and Wells behind the plate, Aaron Judge the DH. So Giancarlo Stanton will be a bat off the bench in this one.
It's all right. The impressions, just a little Curtis Mayfield.
I like it
because
you've had a different song on your mind each day. So Fried ready to go, looking to build off his last outing and delivers strike 1 to James Wood. Saw James's father in the lobby yesterday leaving the stadium.
Oh, was that right?
And he was so kind, so nice. Huge women's hoops fan, so wanted to chat that. Yes. Talked about how much James is like playing these games here at Yankee Stadium.
Well, did James take his height from his father or his mother? His father.
That's a good question. His father's a big guy.
Okay.
His father's a really big guy, and James's sister was a really good basketball player. And I believe his sister is about to be on the G League staff as a coach for the Austin Spurs, the Spurs G League team. The 2-1 grounded to third. McMahon has it. 1 down. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
You know, Ryan, if you listed this, I got stuck on the R's today. So just check this out. Rolling rotation, 2.96 ERA in the last 19 starts, and that leads the American League for the Yankees. And Rice raking, Ben Rice back in the lineup at first base today. 4 home runs in his last 9 games. And are you ready, Ryan? It's time for a sweep. Good way to finish this homestand.
I like what you did there with the alliteration. Very nicely done. And yes, I am.
I need 26 games to get through all the letters. I just shot all the way to the R's.
Do you want to see if you could do that for the remaining scouting reports?
Oh, boy. Some of them would be much tougher than others.
Yeah. We were talking with Aaron Boone about Max Fried in his last outing and before the game, and he said he feels like when Fried is at his best, he's just so hard to get a beat on as a hitter, and he was back to doing that last start against Boston. And ahead 1-2 here.
Yeah, if he starts locating that fastball and then goes to the big curveball, boy, he has got such a good feel of pitching.
The 1-2 tapped weakly, foul. And he has 6 pitches that he throws 9.5% of the time or more. And then he mixes in an occasional slider as well. But you got the cutter, the curve, the sinker, the four-seamer, the sweeper, the changeup that are all options he goes to.
Mm-hmm.
StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. Here is that arsenal, Paul.
Well, you talked about it. I mean, it's a lot to deal with as a hitter. I mean, if I would pick out 2, it's the fastball and the curveball that you really have to cover because those are his best, too, in my mind.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes on the sweeper, 2 away.
Well, he pitch before was a 2-seamer in, which you can kind of looking and leaning in as a lefty, and then that big breaking ball away. That's pitching.
Here's Riley Adams DHing today, and he takes strike 1. Good rhythm at the start here for Fried. Popped up. Chisholm makes the call and the catch. A tidy 1-2-3 first for Max Fried. Yankees coming up next at the stadium. Nationals go down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Time to take a look at the Yankees starting lineup, brought to you by Stop and Shop. Trent Grisham leading off for the Yanks. Then it's Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, 2-3-4. Chisholm, Dominguez, Volpe, Wells, and Ryan McMahon rounds out the Yankees starting lineup. And for the Nationals, Cade Cavalli on the mound, making his 5th start. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, that's been a long way back. He missed almost 3 consecutive years with injuries, and he just came back in August, and it's been a nice return in 4 starts. 2.82 ERA, and he just had back-to-back good starts against the Phillies. And in the knuckle curve, you really got to look for it. Most used pitch, has a 46% strikeout rate with it.
You talked about the injuries. I mean, his comeback story really is remarkable. It was a first-round pick in 2020 and made his major league debut in 2022. And then because of those injuries you're talking about, Paul, it took him this long to get back. Had shoulder inflammation, then ended up needing Tommy John. Then his rehab ended because of dead arm, another season-ending injury. It just was one thing after the next after the next.
A lot of people said he almost, because of the Tommy John, where his arm angle is and how he holds his wrist, he's almost had to relearn how to pitch.
Yes.
Because the pitches are moving differently, and that's why he's really kind of gone to that knuckle curve a lot more.
Couldn't pronate the changeup the same way he did pre-injury. Also started throwing a sinker as well. Grisham turns on that, rocks it deep to right field. Leaping is Cruz, and that ball is gone. Trent Grisham with home run number 26. A leadoff one at that, and the Yankees with an early 1-0 lead.
Well, you just keep being impressed by Trent Grisham. Yeah, you had a better angle than me because I didn't know if Cruz got to that ball or not. It was close. But way to start.
And then it looked like Dylan Cruz might have come down with it the way he leaped.
I'd say you talk about your heart just waiting as a hitter. Well, you see him jump and then they come down. They don't show it for a while.
Yeah.
They kind of just point it at you. So good way for the Yankees to start. Leadoff home run here in the first.
His 6th leadoff home run this season, tied for 4th in the majors. And the outstanding season that Grisham is having continues.
Well, Cavalli's first start against the Yankees. I got a feeling he doesn't like the right field porch already. Well, Grisham, and he's been more aggressive. This ball is really in off the plate. He thinks he got it, but let's see how close. Yeah, it was closer than you think. That actually hit and kind of bounced over, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hit on top of the wall and got into the seats. That is close.
All I know is I saw a little girl at the end of the play with a ball in her hand. I just cleared the concrete there.
Grisham has been one of the best outfielders in the American League this season.
Yeah, he certainly has. I mean, he's always, defense has never been a question. You got to remember that he came last year, had a different role, not playing every day, and didn't work for him. He hit 190 and just really never got rolling. Well, this year, totally different player.
Yeah, there's that little girl with the souvenir. Good at bat here from Ben Rice.
Poor baseball waited its whole life to be in the major leagues and only got to face one hitter. One hitter that ended up in the bleachers.
That's it. We can only hope that young girl's going to give it a good home. Rice rips that to center field and stays hot with a single. Let's take a look at the Nationals defense, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. We saw Cruz in right, Jacob Young in center, James Wood in left, Brady House at third, Abrams at short, Garcia at second, Chaparro at first, Millis behind the plate.
Well, Ben Rice just keeps doing great things at the plate, using the whole field. Now you see if Aaron Judge can keep this thing going here in the first.
Ooh. 96, and Judge just took it.
Well, Aaron Judge, they're trying to run the ball up and in to try to tie him up, but never fun first at bat to get drilled, but hopefully got him in the shoulder area where there's a little meat there, especially on Aaron Judge.
Here is Bellinger with first and second, nobody out. Yankees trying to put up a big number here right out of the gates as they go for the sweep against the Nationals. Big rip from Bellinger. 1-1.
After the knuckle curve, all of a sudden, the first fastball you've really seen up in the strike zone at 97. So kind of gets your attention as a hitter.
Rice at second, Judge at first. And he gets the call there. 1-2. Eric Backus, neutral in his 6th MLB season.
Neutral fell.
That's right. Strong young ump.
It's travel day, though. He might veer a little bit towards pitcher friendly. You never know.
Some people wouldn't complain about that.
Not if you're on the mound.
Yeah. Or you're headed to LaGuardia.
Uh-huh.
The 1-2. Tapped weakly to third. Going to be a tough play. House unable to make it. Bellinger safe, and the bases are loaded.
Well, Bellinger kind of falling away from the ball, so he gets out of the box really well. And we've talked about his athleticism and his ability to run. He beats this one out, keeps this rally going. See how he's kind of leaning forward, and it helps you. You're not backlegging the ball where you can get out of the box, give yourself a chance. Really no mistake there. Bellinger just beat the ball to the bag. Put the ball in play, you never know, Ryan. Good things will happen.
And that's exactly what he was talking about yesterday when I was chatting with him, as Chisholm pops that up foul behind the plate and into the seats. It was actually really refreshing, Paul, because Bellinger was saying how much he just hates striking out.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously striking out has been more normalized in today's game. There's no doubt about that. But when you get a guy who says, no, I'm not okay with it, because I know if I make contact, there's always a chance something good can happen. And you watch Bellinger day in, day out, you understand, yeah, he approaches his at-bats that way.
Yeah, the old days of striking out, you almost wanted to find a tunnel to get to the dugout. You were almost embarrassed, and now that's not the case. A couple strikeouts, who cares, as long as you have a couple hits.
The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2 on Chisholm. One already in on the leadoff homer from Grisham. Then a single from Rice. Judge hit by the pitch. Bellinger the infield single. Bases loaded, nobody out. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Jazz goes down on strikes. Big out there for Cavalli.
Every once in a while you see Jazz really looking for the ball in, and this ball up and away is going to give you problems. See him coming around the ball trying to pull it a little bit. And that's 97. I mean, you got to stay with that to try to drive it the other way.
Here's Dominguez now. Bases loaded, one out. And he taps that foul. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. Doesn't get better than this.
I like our scattering reports for the weather.
Yeah.
They got personality to them.
It really does. And it is a spectacular day. By the way, it's Chelsea Ryan in our truck who's on the weather every day doing
is that right?
Very nicely done, Chelsea.
So she's got the weather app, and you know she's got to look how to.
She comes up with the creative ways to present it. Yeah.
I think I always wanted to be kind of a meteorologist. My wife thinks I'm crazy. I'm on the weather app all the time.
Really?
Oh.
Just to see if you're going to make it through 18 holes?
Yeah,
or?
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
When's the rain coming? When's the wind up? How much sunscreen do you need? These things are important.
1-1. 1-2. Well, it's always interesting when you're around different people in baseball. They always have these advanced apps on the phone for radar and weather. Always.
Yeah, well, every time I see Danny Cunningham with the app in the iPad, I don't feel good about things.
The 1-2. And Dominguez went around. So bases loaded, nobody out. And Cavalli able to fan both Chisholm and Dominguez.
Yeah, this is not the way you draw it up. I mean, all of a sudden you lead off with a home run. Now you got bases loaded, nobody out, and you haven't played it another run. So big at bat right here for Anthony Volpe.
And to the point about the value of contact versus striking out, we see it with Bellinger reaching on the infield single, and with Chisholm and Dominguez unproductive strikeouts. Here's Volpe. He's 1 for his last 32. Does not even have a walk over that span of time. And Katie Sharp of Sports Reference had this note that it's the lowest on-base percentage by a Yankee position player over a 10-game span since 1905. You see, first 67 games, he was having a strong season. That's a good number. 767 OPS. Last 63 games, last in the majors. A big opportunity here, though, for Anthony Volpe. The 1-1. And takes a changeup for a strike. 1-2.
Well, we've talked about Cavalli and his knuckle curve, and now he's in a position with 2 strikes to Volpe where he can go to his bread and butter and try to get a big out here for the Nationals.
The 1-2. Volpe rips it right to third, and that will end the inning. Unlucky for Anthony Volpe, who hit it on the screws. Yankees unable to score with bases loaded, nobody out, but they did score here. First batter of the game, Trent Grisham. It ends up a souvenir for that young girl. 1-0 Yanks. Let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. Jazz Chisholm to record a hit. Ryan McMahon a ribby, and Max Fried 7 or more strikeouts. So the Yankees score in the first thanks to the Trent Grisham leadoff home run. But then they load the base with nobody out. And Chisholm and Dominguez strike out. Anthony Volpe hits an 104-mile-an-hour line drive with an expected batting average of .630, but right at third, and House puts it away, and that's the way it's been going for Anthony Volpe.
So bases loaded, nobody out. Run expectancy, 85%. That surprises me. I thought it would even be higher than that, and the Yankees came up empty.
Fried was sharp in a 1-2-3 first, as that's poked foul.
That's what keeps lefties honest, is that two-seamer right there that he can run in on your hands, and then as soon as you kind of open up to cover it, then the big breaking ball comes.
Just misses there with a sinker, and the count is full. Three-two. Roll to the right side on the backhand. Rice tosses Fried there. Nicely done. One away.
Yeah, Ben Rice, I mean, he is obviously in the minor leagues a catcher, and he's learned the first base position pretty well. I mean, that's an in-between hop to your backhand. It's not as easy as it looks. Get rid of the ball early. Max Fried, as good as it gets on the mound, gets over there quickly. Makes it look easy.
Here's Dylan Cruz. 1-0. Well, to your point, Ben Rice is actually +1 and outs above average at first base this year. Tipped into the glove, 1-2. Good cutter there from Fried. Broken bat, roller to short. Volpe, 2 down.
Well, that had the sound on it like Max Fried really wanted. He went that ball in on his hands, and he ended up shattering the bat. Anthony Villa looked like he almost kind of pulled his glove back, not to ricochet the ball, but let Anthony Volpe just go ahead and field it.
Here's Andres Chaparro.
Chaparro was in the Yankee minor leagues for 7 seasons, 2016 through 2023. Just got called back up, and in one of those seasons, Scranton Wilkes-Barre had 25 home runs.
Cued to the right side. Fried off the mound, bare hands, hitting over. Nicely done by Max Fried. Athletic off the bump. 1-0 Yanks through 1.5. for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Today's pictures of Chad, Sam, Jake, and Charlie, who were here at the stadium earlier this homestand. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game.
Chad, Sam, where's Dave? Sam and Dave, that was a musical group too, way before your time.
That was.
Way I'm pull up a song between innings. You'll recognize it.
Okay. You know what? That's the great thing about music, right? It lasts forever. You don't have to have been born when it was big.
I think their big hit got remade by the Blues Brothers.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's something Troy would know. Troy knows everything about everything when it comes to pop culture. Soul Man?
Yeah.
See? There you go.
Are you good to go?
You a big music guy on the way to the ballpark?
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah. That's how you lock in.
Oh, we play music named that tune all the time. We even got a new version out. You hear the song. Now you got to pick at what year it's from. It's just
really
makes for a good night at home.
I like that.
And you know, you can go on an iPhone now and just pull up any song you want. You just don't. The kids don't realize how lucky they are. You know, we had to go find albums and
it's true.
Throw them on the the turntable.
You know, in my car these days, we just rotate from one Disney soundtrack to the next.
Yeah. I'm starting to realize I'm back in that.
Yeah, you're right with the grandkids.
Oh,
I know.
Paw Patrol, all the way to all kind of musicals, everything.
You've got 20 grandkids under 4 now.
I mean, not quite 20, but yeah, hopefully on the way.
Two and one. I mean, I don't know if you've gotten into the soundtrack to Moana, but that is perfection.
Well, you know, when you start humming those things, you start worrying about yourself.
That's right.
Too, right?
2 and 2. You know, we had the Hamilton night the other night. Moana, that is Lin-Manuel. Two and 2 here on Wells. Aaron Boone felt like he had some better at-bats last night, but then kind of left the zone deeper in the counts. And that's something that Wells has struggled with a little bit this season. The walk rate not what it had been amongst other issues at the plate. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got 97 down the middle. And Cavalli with his 3rd strikeout.
Well, when you're thinking you don't get the knockout punch in the first inning after the leadoff home run, bases loaded, nobody out, they don't score. Then all of a sudden, Cavalli has a little momentum going forward, and now seems to be throwing the ball extremely well.
Here's McMahon. Cuts and misses. 0-1. McMahon has been stupendous defensively since coming over. Haven't seen the bat really get going yet. Painted nicely there on the outer third. 0-2. Swing and a miss. McMahon way late on that heater.
Yeah, it just looks like he's getting to his front side a little bit too early, and by doing that, he's kind of also stepping towards a shortstop, which kind of cuts you off, where you kind of have to come around the ball. Always want to stay in kind of that neutral position towards the pitcher, where you have a little more time.
Here's Trent Grisham, homered to lead off this game.
Yeah, that home run was a fastball actually in off the plate. And, you know, pitchers don't forget. First ball here, off speed.
And then goes away, 1-1.
I was talking to Trent Grisham the other day. It was before a day game. I said, "You got a day?" "No, I'm back in there." And I said, "Do you like day games?" I said, "I used to have trouble sometimes on bright sunny days." He said, "Yeah, I always go with the sunglasses." And I said, "Wow, that's really amazing to me, because it almost kind of messed up my depth perception." And I used to ask Bernie all the time, "How do you hit with sunglasses?" And it works for a lot of people. I wasn't able to do it.
You ever try it in game?
I would try it in batting practice, and I didn't feel like I was on the ball as well.
The 1-2 rolls that one over to first. Chaparro tosses, inning over. Cavalli has found a rhythm. 1-2-3 go the Yanks. To the third we go. 1-0. This season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your Yankees gear and today's special offer.
It's a fun place to get into. You know, you can grab a few things in there.
Oh, yes, you can. Do some serious damage. Checking an extra suitcase when you go home. It's 1-1 on Millis. Yankees a 1-0 lead, top of the third. Ryan Rucco, Paul O'Neill, Meredith Marakovitz with you. I appreciate you hanging out with us, our entire Yes Network crew here on this Wednesday afternoon. Looping liner into shallow center. Grisham going to get there. One down.
Grisham does such a good job at jumps, and you know, he stays low on this ball, which, you know, as you take off and you start to stand up as you're running, you actually slow yourself down. How low he stays running towards this ball makes it look easy.
Here's Brady House. And there's a strike.
I had strict orders from my daughter talking about the gifts.
Yeah.
Come home with Gus, the new stuffed animal. Aaron Judge's dog. It's a new stuffed animal.
Oh, very nice.
Traveling with Gus today.
Did you have to get Gus his own seat?
Gus is my service dog. For the,
That's
for the
right.
Flight today.
Nice. Going to help you on your ride back.
Mm-hmm.
No Penny. Just Gus?
Just Gus. Yeah, Gus is making the trip.
You could really do one better and get like a real life Gus and have the grandchild name it.
But then I'd have to borrow Judge's dog if I wanted Gus.
No, you would just get the same breed and be the best grandpa ever coming home with a little puppy. Come on, I'm trying to help you, Paul.
Man, believe me, having a real dog and a stuffed animal, you're not helping me. I babysit enough. I don't need to dog sit also.
You get in a lot of trouble for that one, I'm afraid.
The 2-2. In there, strike three. Fried really sharp early. Drops the curve in there, 2 away.
Again, Max Fried's curveball, I mean, it just locks up hitters. It starts above the eye level and ends up in the strike zone, especially when it's followed by a fastball or two.
Here's Jacob Young. With 2 out, nobody on. And ball 1. What's your grandpa name, Paul?
Oh, anything that comes out of their mouth. P, Papa, anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no, like, fixed name. Okay. The oldest might eventually decide, something firm.
Right.
Two and 0. The 2-0. It's 2-1.
Yeah, Max Fried, no stranger to the Nationals with his days with the Braves. This is his 19th career start against the Nats.
2-2. In his last 4 against the Nationals his career, a 2.31 ERA. You see what the overall numbers are.
I'm glad I said that. Somebody in the truck was waiting to throw
That's
the
right.
up. They waited all day to me.
That's Seth Rothman. The 2-2. A little looper into right. Right there is Bellinger. 9 up, 9 down for Max Fried through 3. 1-0 Yanks on this gorgeous afternoon. Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Prime. From shipping to streaming, it's on Prime. By Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. And by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Late August Wednesday afternoon. And a beautiful one at that. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Yankees 1, Nationals 0. Yankees getting their run on a Trent Grisham solo homer to lead off the game. Eric Backus stopped Cavalli mid-motion. 1-0. Rice, he's just so locked in.
Yeah, he's letting the ball travel a lot, and we've talked about it numerous times. You just keep seeing good at bat after good at bat. See how he's open, and then he gets to neutral, but he does not cut himself off, where he's still able to really generate bat speed. And he is just hammering the ball this year as far as velocity wise.
Yeah, you look at where he ranks when it comes to all the underlying metrics, all the hard hit stats. He's amongst the league leaders and top percentile in everything. As Judge takes a strike. Rice is 97th percentile in exit velocity, 98th in hard hit percentage, 95 in barrel percentage. Then he doesn't chase a lot. He's 91st in that, 75th in walk percentage. The 0-1. 0-2 on Aaron Judge. Leaders brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. These are the numbers we're talking here about for Ben Rice.
Well, he was a straight A student to go to an Ivy League school. He's doing pretty well there on the right side too, huh?
I think he's got 1 A- and then a bunch of A's and A+. 0-2 on Judge, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Judge hammers that into center field and deep. Young back, looking up, it's gone. Aaron Judge with home run number 41. And the Yankee lead is 3-0.
Well, they get the fans on their feet. Aaron Judge, you've been waiting for this since he's come back and get rolling. Well, it's just a matter of time. Dead center field.
A little point and a big smile. And now Bellinger annihilates that to right. Goodbye. Judge and Bellinger go back to back. And it's 4-0 Yanks.
Well, Aaron Judge didn't even get to enjoy his celebration before Cody Bellinger just hammers one off the back wall of the bullpen. Number 25 of the year. And he just hit a stat where we're going to bring up some old names, and I'm sure you got them, right?
What Bellinger just did for the Yankees outfield historically, it's incredible. Just the second time in franchise history that they've had 3 outfielders with 25 or more home runs. 1941 the other season. And the outfielders who did it that season for the Yanks, Joe DiMaggio, who hit 30. Tommy Henrich, who hit 31. And then Charlie Keller, who hit 33. Pretty good when you're doing something that hasn't been done since 1941.
Well, anytime you start to go back in Yankee history, it means a little bit more because you know they're brand names. It's not like this organization just started a couple years ago.
Right.
It's really amazing, and we've seen it so much with some of the graphics. With Aaron Judge, and you're going to see another one right here. It's a spinning knuckle curve up in the strike zone. See those, just doesn't break enough, kind of sits there for Aaron Judge, and if he gets a barrel on it, doesn't matter what part of the ballpark.
Now Jazz works the walk.
So when you recognize that breaking ball and then sit back on it again, Aaron Judge behind the baseball, and that's where that power comes from. Yeah, Jacob Young running, say, you know, Aaron Judge hit this. What am I running for?
I know where this one's landed. And then Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger, I mean, to have that plate coverage, I mean, that ball's away, and he just puts the barrel on off the Bank of America sign in the back of the bullpen. Again, you see him out front sometimes kind of put the ball in play with 2 strikes, not early in the count. He'll sit back and try to drive the ball, which he did there.
Last time Major League Baseball had a team with 3 outfielders who had 25 or more homers, you have to go back to the 2003 Braves. Some brand names did it that year for them. Gary Sheffield had 39, Andrew Jones 36, and Chipper Jones, who had moved
had a little
to the outfield. Yeah,
stint in left field there for a while.
That's right. He had 27. Here's Dominguez, struck out his first time. A check on Jazz. Well, we heard Meredith say, you know, in her segment off the top of the broadcast about Aaron Judge and how Aaron Boone felt like there's just certain things with, you know, his load and getting in that A position to swing where he just wasn't quite right. Paul, I know you've seen that a little bit too, with just the timing of the leg, and said, but he feels like he's close, and once that timing locks in, Judge will get going, that it doesn't have to do with any restriction from the injury, just a timing thing. Maybe the timing about to lock in based on that swing.
Yeah, he just missed one the other night too, so you know it's getting close, and then all of a sudden you know it's it's there when you go dead center field like that. Jazz off to the races
and in there.
And because of the throw being on the shortstop side, Jazz was able to get those hands in there. That's one thing, the Nationals do have catchers that can throw. Let's see if he does get in there. Looked like he did. For sure.
Yep. So Jazz just continues to steal bases at an incredible clip over the last few weeks. That's his 23rd stolen base on the season. And 3-1 on Dominguez. Dominguez now drives one in the air to right center and deep. Cruz back, so is Young. It's one up, over the wall, into the bullpen. A ground rule double for Jason Dominguez.
Well, Young went a long way, and then you know, the warning track and the area around the field is really hard. It's not the same kind of dirt that's on the field, and when you hit it going this quick off the bat, you think, you know, this is heading to the bullpen, but you see Young giving it an effort, and then boom, hitting the hard surface and then into the wall.
Yeah, ooh, it's hitting the wall pretty hard there. Now can Volpe get it going? Volpe hit a 104-mile-an-hour rocket with the bases loaded his first time up, and hit it right to the third baseman house.
If you're Anthony Volpe, you really have to watch your thoughts. I mean, you can start thinking there's this no way that anything good can happen. I mean, when you hit a ball on the nose and it goes right at somebody, you start just expecting, you know, bad things to happen, and that's the negative process of struggling.
So Dominguez, the RBI double to make it 5-0. Yankees with 4 already in here in the third. And a check on Dominguez at second.
Dominguez 21 stolen bases on the year, and we've talked about it. That's the one thing that I've really noticed with his size.
Yeah.
Is how fast he is. Just looking at Abrams kind of walking around in circles out there at shortstop thing, here we go again. I can't imagine being on a team like the Nationals that you really have no chance to do anything other than personal goals and learn to play the game. It's got to be very hard to get up every single day and know that you're in that situation.
The 3-1 to Volpe. Swung on and missed. 3-2. Cavalli's been pitching very well of late.
I was just thinking, he's had spurts even today where he looks really good, and then all of a sudden, boom, a hanging breaking ball, or behind in the count. And he's been at 97. He's got that good knuckle curve, and he has thrown a changeup also.
Volpe able to just stay alive on that changeup there.
Yeah, it really seems to pitch off speed in the hitter's counts. He threw a 3-1 breaking ball also in this count.
(3-2). Volpe lines out to second on the little inside out swing. 1 down.
Again, went to the breaking ball and it almost backed up and jammed Volpe. And when you get jammed on a breaking ball, that means that everything's kind of going forward.
Here's Wells. Runner on second, 1 out. Wells, another guy. First 75 games, a 750 OPS. Really strong. Last 27, just 449, which is 4th lowest in the majors since July 10th. Dominguez leads off second. The 0-1. In there for a strike. 0-2. Wells thought it was down. Just caught the bottom of the zone. And 1-2. Yankees already with 4 runs in the inning. A 2-run homer from Judge, a solo shot from Bellinger, and the RBI ground rule double from Dominguez. Two and two.
All of a sudden you saw that big comeback with Toronto losing last night. All of a sudden, you go into September, down 4 games, and now the Red Sox are down 4, the Yankees 4.5. I mean, all of a sudden Toronto's in sight. So, you start to all of a sudden kind of change your goals as, we can win this division. Especially with the 3 big games after this next road trip coming back against the Blue Jays.
The Yankees start play today 4.5 in back of Toronto. As this foul tip caught Backus. And it also caught Millis.
Catcher's interference.
And it's going to be catcher's interference.
New York is challenging.
See if the bat hits the glove.
New York is challenging. No catcher's interference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's clearly catcher's interference. So it was not called catcher's interference, but the Yankees challenging that it is. And you know what, Paul? I think they're going to stay out on these challenges.
Yeah, this is pretty obvious here. But, you know, you were so into where the ball was going off the catcher into the umpire.
Yeah.
You forgot about how it happened. And that's because you see the barrel of the bat just get caught up with the mitt and almost knock it off of Millis' hand.
Just thinking about as they review this, you would think it's going to be a pretty quick call and successful challenge for the Yankees.
Yeah, you see Millis. I mean, he's not working on where the foul ball hit him. It's that finger. It kind of tore it off the.
Take the challenge. Batter at first base.
So it is indeed catcher's interference.
I didn't see it. I was too busy.
I was just thinking about Max Fried, though. He's had this amazing rhythm through these first 3 innings, 9 up, 9 down, and this has become a very long bottom of the third, and already 4 runs in, which he'll gladly take. But things have slowed to a crawl here in this bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, he had a long first inning break with the home run and then the bases loaded, and then a couple easy innings, and then all of a sudden again, you're right, a long break here.
Extended conversation here with Millis. And Cavalli having to wait.
Yeah, I think Millis might be done. He's taken off. I mean,
I think you're right.
You know, when that bat tears that glove off your hand, I mean, that can twist a finger, or actually the bat head could have hit the finger. Who knows? But to come out of the game, you know, catchers get beat up. Something's wrong. It looked like it hit the webbing of it, but it just, you know, just turned the hand and probably twisted a finger in there.
Now, I wonder, are they going to put Adams behind the plate now, who is their DH today? Obviously, if you put your DH into the field, you lose the DH. There's no catcher on that bench for the Nationals, and Adams is putting on the gear, so they're going to lose their DH here.
Well, it looks like they're going to be in the bullpen anyway, so you can just keep firing different people out there at the spot. But still, now you're down to your last catcher in Adams.
So Adams, who caught the first 2 games, will get behind the plate. Cavalli going to be allowed to throw a couple pitches here. And the Yankees still with men on. Already 4 runs in. Ben Rice started the inning with a single, then a 2-run homer from Judge. Cody Bellinger a homer going back-to-back. A walk from Chisholm at a stolen base, and then Dominguez with the RBI ground rule double. Now the emergency catcher for Washington earlier in the year, interestingly enough, was Ahmed Rosario, who the Nationals, of course, traded to the Yankees at the deadline. Here's McMahon. Struck out his first time up. The 1-0. So far this series, the Yankees have done what they have needed to do against the Nationals, who came into this series with the 3rd worst record in all of baseball.
Yeah, we talked coming into this series, when you're playing a team that's used to losing, a lot of times when you get ahead early, you know, you can kind of take the wind out of the sails. You allow these teams to stay in a game, then they feel like they could possibly win it. They're a different team. But so far, the Yankees in every one of these games has scored early.
2-1 on McMahon. And 2-2. Now we're on pace for 86 catcher interferences across Major League Baseball this year. That would be the 3rd most all time, behind the last 2 seasons.
Well, a lot of the framing and all the things that go with the catching to present pitches to the umpire, catchers are starting to reach towards the hitter, and it causes the catcher's interference.
Yeah, definitely has to do with the sort of industry positioning and the way things have gone at that position. The 2-2, and it's full. By the way, for those wondering, the Nationals do not have an obvious emergency catcher. Even if you talk to their broadcast crew, maybe it'd be DeYoung, but there's no real answer there. So Adams was coming in from the DH spot. Two on, 1 out. Another 3-2 coming to McMahon. McMahon cranks that in the air to right field and deep. Cruz looking up, and that is also gone. A 3-run homer for Ryan McMahon. And the Yankees are pouring it on. It's 8-0.
Well, nothing like a beating on a travel day, Ryan, before you get on a plane. 18th of the year, only the 2nd with the Yankees. But another thing, his defense is so good. If you get that offense going, boy, you have really stolen a good third baseman.
3rd home run of the inning for the Yankees. They have put up 7 here in the 3rd. And that is going to end the day for Cavalli.
Well, this is a fastball, but it just wasn't quite in enough. And he was able to just kind of drop the barrel on it, give Ryan an opportunity for another home run call.
We'll step aside with the Yankees leading 8-0. Bash, Oscar, and the whole gang are back for a new season of the animated series Bronx Buds, presented by Hexclad. Check out episode 3 featuring Michael K, streaming now exclusively on the Gotham Sports app.
Go ahead, Ryan. You get the first crack at it. Who's pitching?
Janosuke Ogasawara.
Okay, good. It's all you, brother.
Janosuke Ogasawara, who has a 3.07 ERA in his last 9 appearances. Has as many syllables as the Yankees do runs this inning. Now Fried last pitched at 147. So you're working on a long period of time here between innings for Max Fried, who has retired the first 9 batters he's faced. Two and two on Grisham, who got the day started with a home run to right. Just snuck out. He's the 9th Yankee to hit this inning. Yankees already with 4 home runs today. Lead the majors by far. Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, McMahon, all going yard. So it's been 30 minutes now since Fried threw a pitch. And for the official, nice. That guy's pumped. And Dad had to put down the pizza for a second. There's strike 3 as Grisham watches it sail by. 2 down. Yankees started batting this half inning at 150. So talk about 27 minutes of offense right now.
At least it's been productive, 27. Then you get some
runs. Right. You don't want the unproductive 27 minutes. Oh, and 1 on Rice, who's 2 for 2.
Well, Ben Rice has really worked himself into the lineup now, catching a lot at first base today. But you know, these are the at bats that you really got to concentrate so you can work yourself into the lineup every single day against righties and lefties.
The 2-1. 2-2 on Ben Rice.
That used to drive me crazy as a hitter. Is you would see a righty have a bad at bat against a righty, and it was it's just a bad at bat.
Right.
And as a lefty, you have a bad at bat. Oh, you can't hit lefties. It never made sense to me.
Amazing double standard. I've talked to different lefty hitters as well, Paul. I don't know if you felt this way, where it starts to become a self-fulfilling prophecy where people are telling you struggle with lefties. You're like, wait, do I struggle with lefties?
Most people, if not all people, are everyday players in the minor leagues where, you know, you hit lefties, you hit righties, and you hit lefties out of the ballpark.
Yeah, no struggle there.
Hey, where's Michael? See you. How's that?
Well done, Paul. Ben Rice adds to it. The Yankees' 5th home run of the day, their 4th of the inning. 22 on the year for Rice. And it is now 9-0.
I don't see any end in sight. I mean, the Yankees bats are rolling right now. The Nationals, we've talked about it. Their starting pitching not so bad. A couple of guys, but their bullpen, I mean, it's like throwing gas on the fire when you get out to that bullpen.
Now, if Judge goes yard, you do the full-throated see you here, right?
I don't know if I got that in me, to tell you the truth. Looks like a little breaking ball, but Ben Rice stays with it, and if you put the barrel on it, that's usually enough when you pull it to right field.
The 0-1. 1-1. Ben Rice with 3 hits through 3 innings. That always made you smile as a hitter, right? Wow, look at that batting average just keep climbing.
Yeah, you got 3 hits and a home run, and you look up and you're only in the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
I got a couple more whacks at it.
The 1-2 to Judge is down and in. 2-2. Did it hit him? No, it did not. Whether it did or it didn't, I'm pretty sure Aaron was going to pretend like it did. Two-two. Judge smashes that foul. I wonder if Fried has had to throw it all underneath.
You know, that's a long break. I mean, that's almost a rain delay right there.
Yeah.
You know, a half an hour.
I mean, this is a 32-minute half inning for the Yankees right now. So you're talking about 34, 35 minutes since he threw his last pitch. Judge extends the inning. A single to left field. His second into the 3rd inning. He's been on base 3 times. And the hit parade continues.
Well, if you're Miguel Cairo, you're thinking, how am I going to get through this game? I'm into the bullpen already, and they're just waffling balls all over the place. Aaron Judge, even on his front foot, was able to keep his hands back and still have enough to line it to left field.
Here's Bellinger, has already homered here in the 3rd. Bellinger, best batting average for a lefty hitter against lefty pitching in the majors this season. Ooh, that slow curve so tantalizing, and Bellinger swings through it 0-2. The 0-2. Call the ball. Looked like might have caught the top of the zone. 2-2 on Bellinger. That misses as well, and the count is full. No, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and his family in the building. Such an awesome man and terrific leader for the NBA. Nets season on yes coming up soon. A 3-2.
See Aaron Judge with the 3-2 count in motion. I mean, early in the game, you're allowed to do this, kind of the unwritten rules. You know, late in the game, you don't want to show anybody up. You don't want to, you know, try to add on. But 3-2, you know, you got to be moving.
And there is ball 4. So the inning continues. I mean, at this point, Fried would have to be throwing underneath it. I mean, you would think, right?
I mean, I've seen pitchers not come out after rain delays
Right.
of 40 minutes.
Exactly. One and 0 on Jazz.
Not giving in, trying to hit that outside corner with the curveball and the fastball against the lefties.
9 runs through 3, 8 of them here in the third. And nibble, nibble, nibble.
Yeah, this is where, as a fielder, you just start screaming in your head, out loud, everything. Throw the ball over the plate.
This guy's thrown 30 pitches himself this inning. Oh, my goodness. It may not just be the fielders, might start coming from the broadcast booth.
You know what? If that plate was another foot to the right, you know, or he'd be right on target right now.
The 3-0. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. The Yankees have been hitting for right around 37 minutes in this half inning. And another walk. Look at this, is unbelievable.
Look at the reaction. Just, you know, now they're just going to come out here and just, you know what? Let's go to a different game plan. Let's try to throw the ball over the plate and see if they'll hit one at somebody.
James, I don't know. Do we chart longest half innings by time? I don't know if that's something that's charted, but Paul, there aren't many half innings that tickle 40 minutes.
Aren't you glad we're a part of this?
I am. Glad to be here with you. They might have to order you a second pizza. You know, you think about it, this half inning, yeah, that clock is getting tired.
That's right. Trying to hold on. See that guy running? He's running out of here. He's seen enough.
Armatron's getting its money's worth. This half inning, you've had 4 homers. You had a catcher injury that took some time. You had a pitching change. Then after the pitching change, you've had a reliever come in and throw 32 pitches. And the bases are loaded again. Here's Dominguez taking a strike. It has been 40 minutes since Max Fried threw a pitch. And he has retired all 9 batters that he has faced thus far. Dominguez already with an RBI double this inning. Cued 0-2. The 0-2. Grounded weakly. Going to be a tough play. And, of course, everybody's safe. An infield single for Dominguez. And it's 10-0 Yankees.
Well, man, I always said I believe in the 10-run rule. You've got to get to the 5th inning. But, you know, this is kind of just everything happening well offensively for the Yankees. Hit it hard. It's out of the ballpark. Hit it soft. It's a base hit. It's kind of a chopper. And again, we talked about his speed. I mean, it's no play there.
And this is the last box you want to check for the offense today. Anthony Volpe, can he do something productive? First at bat, whistled a line drive, but right at third. Second at bat, hit a humpback liner to the right side. 0 for 2, 1 for his last 34. And chases that changeup 0-2. Yankees have 2 10-run innings this year. May 6th against San Diego, May 24th at Colorado. They have 9 so far this inning. The 1-2. And Volpe grounds it foul. It's going to be the 40th pitch of the inning thrown by Ogasawara. And he came in after a lot of damage had already been done this inning. The 1-2. Volpe stays alive. We're going to have some diagnostics on this inning in the aftermath, no doubt.
And we're going to have James Smythe doing a couple innings by the end of this one, huh?
Oh, we are.
Vinny, you want to do an inning, Vinny? Let me take the camera over.
The inning is mercifully over. The Nationals throw almost 80 pitches in the inning. And the Yankees put up 9 runs in the frame. It was more than 40 minutes. You need a nap. It's 10-0 Bombers after 3 at the stadium. Well, the 10-0 only tells part of the story through 3 innings here. That inning, Paul, that half inning as Max Fried throws his first pitch in 45 minutes now.
Give me some facts here.
Yes.
Perk me up here a little
The
bit.
Nationals threw 77 pitches in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Wow.
And it took 41 minutes for that half inning.
Okay. You got any more?
9 runs, 4 homers.
Wow.
Paul, I don't know. I mean, let's take a look at cooking up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com.
If you show everything that happened in that inning, it's going to take to the 9th inning to get it all in.
We need
You kidding me?
We need to tone Yankees encore.
Wow. Hey, Vinny, is that camera on battery? You might run out over there.
Just some amazing metrics from that inning. I mean, obviously, you know, we've seen 9-run innings before. Paul,
Sure.
I don't know that I've seen a 77-pitch, 41-minute half inning.
Yeah, that's tough. And again, I mean, all joking aside, Miguel Cairo's got to be thinking, what am I going to do here?
Yeah.
You can start filing them in from the bullpen, but at some point you're going to have to throw an everyday player out there, and you only got so many that can do that too.
The 1-1. Grounded weakly to first. Rice will take it himself. 2 down. Well, Max Fried so far looks just as sharp as he did before his 45-minute break.
Yeah, he probably threw 100 pitches down there in the cage between innings.
He's only needed 44 out here on the mound. Very efficient. Facing Riley Adams here, who was the DH, then had to go in behind the plate after Willis hurt himself on a catcher's interference. So this is funny to me. So my dad is watching the game slightly on delay today, right? And so he texts me, I'm still in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, so is everyone else.
Yeah.
Two and one. That's in there for a strike. 2-2. Fried building off of what we saw last time out.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, we're up here kidding, but I mean, he's trying to get back on a roll. So, he still wants to work on his pitches, still wants to work on how, he can get back to where he was in the first half. And so far, so good.
That's foul. Still 2-2. The 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. Fried has not allowed a base runner yet today. With 2 outs here in the 4th.
It's 10-0 in the 3rd, right? And you remember they were bases loaded, nobody out in the 1st. I mean, we could have 15 runs on the board easily right now.
That's a great point. Yankees did not score in that situation in the 1st. Did he go? He did not. And there's the first base runner for the Nationals.
That was surprising. I mean, obviously the ball's out of the strike zone, but it did look from first eye that that he went.
Oh, I think he absolutely went.
Strike 3.
Yeah. And Max Fried is understandably perplexed.
Well, they get 4 outs this inning, so we'll see what happens.
I'm surprised Brian O'Nora went that route with the check swing.
I think umpires every once in a while don't want to be known as calling things according to the scoreboard, so you almost go the other way.
Still very early, obviously, but with how sharp Fried has looked, not an insignificant check swing call there, as that's the Nationals' first base runner of the day.
Mm-hmm.
The 1-1. And it's 2-1.
Max, you know what? We need to have a little talk.
Yeah.
I don't think he's stealing. I don't think he's stealing at 10-0.
No. The 2-1. Hit hard right to second. Jazz will go the short way and end the inning. Jazz thought there was only one out, then realized, oh, that's all I needed. Copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Those kids having a good afternoon. The way that third inning went might be a good evening as well. Bottom of the fourth, Yankees 10, Nationals nothing. As Austin Wells will bat now. Paul, we have some more pretty incredible data on that third inning for the Yankees. So, Yankees put up 9 runs.
Right.
In that third inning. They had 15 hitters come to the plate. But the really crazy metrics were the time, which was a 41-minute half inning, and then the amount of pitches they saw. The Yankees saw 77 pitches in that bottom of the third. And to us, that feels like, ooh, that seems historic. Well, it is historic. Our Yankee database for pitches seen per half inning, it only goes back to 2000. But there is no half inning in the last 25 years where the Yankees saw as many as 77 pitches.
Wow.
In fact, number 2 is only 70.
Well, you always come to the ballpark looking for a record.
That's right.
Something that's never happened. Well, you just saw it.
That's it. And then if you're wondering, well, how about all of baseball? The last time any team threw 77 or more pitches in a half inning, you got to go back to June 27th of 2003. Red Sox and the Marlins at Fenway. As Wells jolts one high and deep to right. Back goes Cruz, and that also is gone. Austin Wells joins the party, and it's 11-0 Yankees.
Well, Austin Wells will take it. I mean, he doesn't care about how long the inning is. He's been struggling at the plate. Let me get something that I can get a good swing on, and he did. They got as much jumping around they're doing in the dugout, but at home they're doing aerobics down there.
Wow. Their whoop bands are picking it up as a workout.
I got tired of whoop. I took it off.
Yeah.
I used to be a big whoop guy.
Yeah.
Until I woke up in the morning and it was like red. It was like, now you're telling me my day is going to be bad. I've had enough. So whoop's in the drawer. I don't wear it to sleep anymore.
You didn't want it getting in your head when you're waking up. I understand.
I feel fine. Don't tell me that I didn't get good sleep. Hanging breaking ball. Yeah, they go a long way.
Yankees with 6 home runs already today. And Wells, McMahon, you were looking for something from to break out if you're the Yankees. Wells is homered, McMahon is homered. The one guy who has not gotten going yet is Volpe, who struck out with the bases loaded to end that interminable third. The optimum don't take slow for an answer replay. The 3-run homer from Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon, he had fouled a ball off before that. Now he got to pitch just enough out over the plate where he could get to it. 18th of the year.
The 2-2. Is tip foul. Paul, I didn't see your bag of basil today.
I took the day off. I might go in there, though. You're right. It might be about time to order from the Bronx.
Right. Pizza's usually not a day game thing for you, right?
No. It's dinner with Mama.
Do you even have breakfast, Paul, or are you an intermittent fasting guy, too?
I eat breakfast and dinner. I don't have lunch.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Maybe I'll try that.
It's normal to me. Everybody else thinks I'm nuts, but.
Boy, if you like foul balls, you've come to the right at bat.
Well, if you're a fan and didn't get a foul ball today, you're in the wrong spot.
Two and two on McMahon. 11-0 Yankees in the bottom of the 4th. McMahon flies that into left. Wood makes the catch.
You know who's happy today?
Who's happy?
Troy Benjamin. You know
our producer, yeah?
Because if the game's going too quick, he has trouble getting all the reads in. I mean, you could have got the reads in the 3rd inning and you take the rest of the day off.
You know, you're so right, Paul.
He's down there writing his own reads right now.
You know, if we miss something today, yeah. I mean, Troy's going to get a talking to. Ample opportunity. I mean, we could have gotten 3 in during that McMahon at bat. Grisham started all of this with a homer to lead off the game. Oh, yeah.
That plate was full.
Have you ever had the rainbow cookies here at the stadium?
I think I pretty much had everything here at the stadium.
Whoa, they're good. Grisham pops it up into shallow left. Wood, 2 down.
I think I could have got it. It was close.
Oh, yeah. Little baby's loving it.
Nice.
I'm going to guess maybe 10 months.
Not walking, so definitely, a year or younger.
Here's Ben Rice. Takes a strike. 0-1. Cooling up in the pen. Rice is 3 for 3. He's hit 3 bullets, 2 singles and a homer. As his impressive season and an especially hot recent campaign has continued today. Getting the start at first with Wells behind the plate in this one. I mean, what a luxury for Aaron Boone to feel comfortable with Rice at first and behind the plate.
Yeah, I mean, his bat has got him into the lineup, but yeah, defensively, he's been sound in both positions.
The 1-2. And Rice goes down on strikes. That'll end the 4th. We go to the 5th. Yankees added a little more. Austin Wells join the party. 6 Yankee home runs on the afternoon, and still a half a game to go. Yankees as they go for the sweep of the Nationals, 11-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. Max Fried has allowed 1 base runner on a controversial check swing call as that's grounded to 3rd. McMahon across in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Fried, who's been amazingly efficient today. No, upon further review on the Riley Adams walk in the 4th with 2 outs, really looked like he went around and Brian O'Nora should have punched him out. That's the only base runner.
Yeah, after that inning, O'Nora came over to check Fried, and you could see they were having a little conversation. It ended up with some laughs, but still.
You know, I'm glad you and I are both standing right now.
Just trying to get the blood flowing a little
That's
bit.
right.
Yeah.
Got to the 7th inning stretch a little early.
Hey, we're up in the booth. Hey, guys.
It is some view from up here. Beautiful day. Mid-70s. Crisp air. Hey, there we are.
Seeing some kids around here at the stadium. I mean, they're trying to enjoy their last few days. School starts here soon, right?
Next week. After Labor Day. I never understand in the South when the school starts like August 4th.
Yeah, down in Florida and in Cincinnati, both those schools are in August. It's like, yeah, the summer's cut short.
I would feel totally robbed of summer. Lose a whole month. 2-1. In there for a strike. 2-2.
I remember in high school when you would start high school and the first Friday night of starting school was a football game. Everybody was out.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, welcome back.
2-2. And the count is full on Chaparro. Fried at a very tidy 61 pitches. Ogasawara has thrown 64 out of the pen to get his 5 outs. A 3-2. And Fried walks Chaparro. Let's take a look at pitching decisions presented by Sage and the day for Max Fried thus far.
Well, Max Fried came out of the gate extremely sharp, and then we talked about, the long delays and this. He is still pitching. I mean, again, trying to get back to where he was, a good feel. He actually just threw a 3-2 changeup. Still trying to make pitches and get that feel back to where he was.
Well, Ogasawara is going to have to hit because the Nationals were forced to put their DH Adams behind the plate when Millis got hurt. Saw his career batting average in Japan. Had 304 career plate appearances and is behind 0-2 here.
I'll tell you one thing, if I'm Brady House on deck over there, I'm moving there a little bit. He might be a little tardy. He hasn't seen a pitch in a few years.
And there's strike 3. Ogasawara seemed totally cool with it.
Wow. Max Fried, you got no feelings for so you just threw a nasty curveball to a pitcher that hadn't hit in a couple years.
He was happy to move on. He said, yeah, all right, good. Thank you. By the way, the NPB Central League is the only league with pitchers batting, but they are adding a universal DH in 2027.
That's just the kind of stuff James Smythe knows, you know, Paul?
Well, he's got a little time on his hands. He can pull up all kinds of stuff.
Line to right field, right at Bellinger. Max Fried has thrown 5 hitless innings. Yankees lead at 11-0.
Stadium as the Yankees lead the Nationals 11-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th, and Aaron Judge steps to the plate to lead things off. Hey, Paul, this is what you were talking about earlier. You got Gus to go home for the grandkids.
Yes.
Well, there they are right there. One of the coolest things, Ryan, about this is a portion of the sales of those stuffed toys are going to go to dog charities. So you're helping out some pups in the process. And you've got Penny on the right, Gus on the left. And this is what you do when the Yankees are up 11-0.
Talk about Gus, yeah.
I like it, Mayor.
Gus is packed in a suitcase right now, I hate to tell you, but he probably wants to get out and get a little air.
Should have got a nice little carrier for him, Paul.
So Gasawara hits, but does not stay in the game. It's Poulin, the new pitcher. As Judge smokes that to center, right at Young, one down. First time Judge has been retired today. Grisham has homered. Ben Rice has singled twice and homered. Judge has been hit by a pitch, homered and singled. Bellinger has walked, singled and homered. Chisholm has walked twice. Dominguez has doubled and singled. Wells has homered. McMahon has homered. It's just Volpe who has not been on base yet for the Yanks. Now the Yankees have 6 home runs thus far today. They've hit 9 twice this year, team record. What's amazing is in the history of baseball, 9 have been hit by a single team in a single game just 2 other times. The Yankees have done it twice this year. Blue Jays in 1987 had a 10 home run game. That's the record. And then in 1999, the Reds hit 9 in a game. Aaron Boone had one of those 9.
You don't think they care about their at-bats? Still, asking each other about the breaking ball, the fastball?
I mean, Paul, a day like today, you're running to get back in that batter's box, and
you don't want to just give away at bats because you never know when a bad at bat can turn into a bad game, into a bad week. So you're very, very.
I want to keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean, at bats are important to keep things going in your head. If you're hitting well, you want to continue to hit well, and if you're struggling, you want it to stop. So yeah, I mean.
Tomorrow on Yes, the Bombers fly to the south side of Chicago to kick off a 4-game set with the White Sox. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 o'clock with first pitch scheduled for 7:40 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Want to come hang out with me and your old buddy Joe Girardi?
Is that who's calling the game?
Yeah.
Joe?
So I guess that silence means no, you're just going to go home.
No, they turned my mic off. I didn't have an answer for you.
I think you're looking at the landscape of the rest of this game. There's kind of one goal in mind, one focus, and it's seeing Anthony Volpe have an at bat with a good result. You feel for him watching him in that 3rd inning and that bases loaded at bat, just waiting for him to break out of it. Aaron Boone has talked about how well he has handled these struggles and the fan reaction mentally, how strongly Volpe is wired for that part of the game, but it has got to be weighing on him.
Well, I don't know that he's ever gone through anything like this. If you look at his minor league numbers and his numbers up here, so it's something that when it turns around, you'll look back and think, wow, how did I ever go through that? But then you also play the game in a different way, almost fearful to never get back to this spot.
Chisholm, foul. Pretty close to lucky number 7 there.
A lot of those sounds today. That one just happened to go foul.
The Yankees have 6 home runs, 1 apiece for 6 different guys. (3-2) and Jazz works his 3rd walk of the day. Oh, that plate's got some goods on it. That's not the dessert array we saw earlier, but you got the hot dogs. I mean, you have to go back for seconds at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of space out your snacks after the ball game. Well, you're a little off schedule today.
Exactly. You had a certain game plan, and then the bottom of the third happened. Wow, you know, that is perfectly placed mustard.
Looks like July 4th right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's like an advertisement for July 4th hot dogs. Dominguez has had a productive day, a double, a single, a couple of RBIs. Now, you were talking about his speed and just the way it stands out. It's historic when you look at Yankee rookie seasons with 10 or more homers, 20 or more stolen bases. He's one of four. It's Bobby Brown, Alfonso Soriano, Volpe, and Dominguez. That's it. Strikes out here. 2 down.
Well, here's your guy, Brian. You better tune in because Anthony Volpe coming to the plate again. And you've talked about it, going into a slump like he is in right now. You know, every single at bat seems like a challenge to you.
0 for 3. The only Yankee who hasn't reached base yet today. He has first and second, 2 out. Take strike 1. Seen some of that too, right, Paul? Fastballs down the middle, not swinging, and then kind of chasing some off speed out of the zone early in the count.
Overthinking to the point where, you know, should I see a pitch and then it's right down the middle, and then, you know, then should I be aggressive? Then you're swinging a pitch outside the strike zone, and it's just you're just fighting yourself mentally. I mean, usually it starts with a mechanical thing. We've talked about his front hip. And, you know, at some point he's going to have to try to, you know, keep that in there a little longer. But then it becomes a mental thing where you just think the whole world. You look out there and there's like 104 fielders out there. There's just no room to get a hit.
He was so good at the plate in October last year. Consistent throughout the entire playoffs. Big hits against the best pitching the league has to offer. Grounds that foul. You know, that is something the Yankees look to and hold out hope for. And Aaron Boone has talked about this. He said, you know, it's not like he's just been overmatched throughout his 3 years here. It's about finding consistency and not having such dramatic swings with the highs and lows. The 2-2. Good swing that time from Volpe. Fouls it straight back. One for 35 in his last 11 games. Trying to break out right here with Bellinger at second, Chisholm at first. The 2-2 to the Yankee shortstop. Grounded to short. Abrams will throw out Volpe to end the inning. We go to the 6th. The Yankees leading it 11-0. All right, thank you very much, Bob. Appreciate that. You know, the real headline here, look at Nathan Eovaldi as we go around the majors, Paul, having such a great season. We just saw him dominating. The Yankees played the Rangers. Such a great guy. Still beloved here from the people who play with him and going to miss the rest of the season or expected to.
Yeah, that's really going to put a damper on the Texas Rangers and any chance of them trying to fight back into the wild card. You know, they had got hot for a while. But without Eovaldi, that's going to be tough.
Now, easy to get lost in the offense and the historically long bottom of the third. Max Fried has still not allowed a hit. He's allowed 2 base runners, a walk in the 4th, a walk in the 5th. He's had to navigate some long half innings, including going about 45 minutes between pitches from the top of the 3rd's final out to his first pitch thrown in the top of the 4th. 1-2. Well, there's the hit. A single up the middle off the bat of Jacob Young will break up the no-hitter, and the crowd will acknowledge Max Fried.
Well, it wasn't a cheapie. He's a hard hit line drive right back up the middle.
Wood adds another to it with a line drive single to center. Young is going to turn and go to 3rd, and the Nationals with 1st and 3rd, nobody out.
Well, Wood, we talked. I mean, he is the cornerstone of this team to this point. Just something to build around. 6'7", handles the bat well. Young, I mean, you're going to have to make some decisions of all the prospects that you have. You know, who you're going to build these teams around. Some of them in the minor leagues, some of them are up here.
And 3 straight singles on 3 straight pitches there, and the Nationals on the board. It's 11-1. Boy, you realize how big Wood is when you see him next to Jazz.
Again, I mean, Abrams, he's had a good series offensively, throwing up some hits. We talk about his defensive problems at times, but offensively, he can do some things with the bat.
So the no-hitter gone. A few pitches later, the shutout gone. Fried now facing Riley Adams. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. 11-1 game. You know, before Max gave up that hit, Paul, I know you were wondering, what's the biggest blowout win in a no-hitter ever?
I'm throwing, I don't know, 15, 16, nothing.
18-0.
18.
Good guess. The Buffalo Bisons beat the Detroit Wolverines on August 4th, 1884. You remember that game?
Yeah.
Classic contest. Pud Galvin threw the no-hitter. He's a Hall of Famer. 365 career wins.
Pud Galvin.
That's right.
What is it about the old-time names? I just love them. I was looking at the game notes today. Birthdays. Scrappy Carroll from 1860.
Right.
Bun Troy. And at Peanuts Lowry from 1917. Where all these people come from? Or where'd they go?
Like it was decided at birth they'd have these baseball names.
Wow.
And become the kind of players that make the one sheet on their birthdays. 35,501 fans here today. 3-2, swing and a miss. As Adams goes down on strikes. 5th strikeout for Fried.
Again, that little cut fastball, that's a good one. You see that continues to go in under the hands. Like I said, Max Fried is still working out there, he's calling his own game. You'll see him on the pitch comment, but he's still trying to use his pitches to get that feel. So, next time out, you still have that good feeling. He had a great outing we talked about against Boston. Backed it up here against the Nationals, and now you want to start believing that, he's back to where he was.
Now, really sharp today, backing up that outing. And his next time out, you would expect to be next week against the Astros.
Mm-hmm.
The 1-1. Rolled foul. And the 1-2. Chop towards the middle, could be 2. Chisholm steps on the bag and ends the inning with the double play. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees leading at 11-1. It's time for Name That Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. Over 2,200 career hits, 390 homers. Was with the Yanks from 73 to 83. Finished his career with the Expos.
I think I got this one.
Yeah?
Let me check. I got it.
You're 3 for 3.
Yeah, he was at Old Timers Day this year.
Had a big series. Jose Ferrer. No runs allowed, last 7 appearances. But those are strong numbers for our
Well, he's their closer. You don't see closers in the bottom of the 6th very often, which tells me by the end of this game, you've got a good chance of seeing an everyday player out on the hill.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Oh, big breaking ball there. You can see how this is. I have not seen him pitch in person, and boy, good fastball and a huge breaking ball.
I've got it too for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah, name that Yankee, yes. Been a strong series for us in this booth.
That's
name
right.
That Yankee. Wells homered his last time. And went around. As he's down on strikes.
I'll take a look at it. And it looks like that bat head got out in front.
Chopped to short. Abrams will toss out McMahon. 2 quick outs from Ferrer. Oh, yeah, that's what it's all about. I still haven't gotten Evie to her first Yankee game. I got to do that. Remy is only
right?
2.5 months, so you know he's gonna have to wait a little bit.
Don't know if he'll understand what's going on.
Not quite. It's that tough balance though, right? Because it's where Dad works, so you might show him a little earlier, but you also want him to have that experience and memory of the first game. Yeah. There's some youngins in this crowd though.
Well, that's what the day game does. It
Yeah.
gets an opportunity for some of the kids to get out. Sinker at 99, and you've seen some big breaking balls too. So you're Trent Grisham in the back of your mind. You saw that big breaking ball. You got to think he goes back to it after that fastball.
The 1-2 from Ferrer. Back to the slider.
Back to the slider, but didn't get it away. It gave Grisham an opportunity to at least foul it off.
Ferrer, not normally a guy who would pitch an 11-1 game, but he's had 5 days off, so getting some work here in this 6th. And yeah, why not? Little mound visit. Grisham started the game with a solo homer off of Cade Cavalli. Yankees unloaded the bases in that first. Rice, Judge, Bellinger all reached. And then Chisholm, Dominguez, Volpe were all retired. And we thought, oh, is that a missed opportunity? Base load, nobody out. It's going to come back to hurt the Yankees. Well, the answer to that was no. The Yankees put up 9 in the 3rd, added 1 in the 4th, and here we are at 11-1. Sky down the left field line, foul ground, and catch is not made by House, who smashes into the side wall.
Well, that's a tough play. I mean, you saw him take a look because obviously not familiar with the area. He actually took a look back at Wood to see if he was going to get there. Actually did get a glove on it, but then all of a sudden that corner of the wall.
Yeah, it's a tricky spot there, right, Paul?
Especially playing Grisham to pull. He had a long way to go. Lucky he didn't get that finger inside the net when he rolled around there.
Yeah. Got slammed from the way the wall juts out there and could not haul it in. Count on Grisham, 2-2. Seen that a few times where, you know, Wood is a little slow coming in and towards the line on balls. Grisham grounds to first. That'll end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame from Ferrer. This game goes to the 7th. Yankees leading it 11-1. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Nissan. Sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end of summer sales event. By Untuckit. Find the perfect fit today at untuckit.com for more than 80 stores worldwide. And by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Oh yeah, this guy having a ball. His own interpretation of YMCA. Oh, yeah. I almost feel like we should go picture in picture with him for the rest of the 2-box, the rest of the game. Chop to short. Volpe charges. And fires across. Nicely done by Anthony Volpe. One away.
I think this is one of the things that Aaron Boone is going to watch very closely if, you know, the hitting problems start to come into the defense. And lately, Volpe's been making the plays defensively. So, you know, that's a good sign.
Aaron Boone was talking about that the other day, feeling like, you know, the last couple of weeks, Volpe's really been good defensively, broken out of the funk he was in on that side of the ball. 2-0. In there for a strike. Fried's been really good today. He's worked quickly, been efficient, sharp, allowed the 3 straight singles in the 6th, but that's it.
Yeah, I would imagine he'd finish the 7th here, and then you get some guys some work. Don't want to throw extra pitches on a day like this. He's been sharp.
Today's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Well, Ryan Yarbrough expected back soon. Not expected to make any more rehab starts, so the pitching depth grows a little more for the Yankees shortly. As Blackburn and his beard warm. One 1-0 on Josh Bell. Freed at 89 pitches. And Paul, now if you're freed, right, you had the outing against the Red Sox where you're looking like yourself. Now this one, too, probably starting to feel like, all right, I figured it out. I'm back in rhythm here.
You know, I think so. I think that if you look at, his velocity is up. He's thrown his curveball when he wants to. I think he's actually worked on his changeup and fastball counts a little bit.
Little looper, shallow right. Chisholm can't quite get there. And it's a bloop single for Josh Bell pinch hitting.
Well, you could tell full speed. Jazz knew that he was the only person that was going to have an opportunity to do this. And this is a tough play. Give it a shot. That close?
Yeah. Swing and a miss. I'm looking around the diamond and think, okay, is there anyone who you might get out of this game if you're the Yankees? You could see maybe getting Caballero in there at some point, even for a Chisholm.
Yeah, Grisham's been playing a lot. You could get somebody out there to give him a Bellinger got the break the other day.
Support America's military and first responder heroes. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. And the 0-2. He got him. 7 strong from Max Fried. Allows just 1 run, 4 hits, strikes out 6. We'll keep it right here and stick around for God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise and remove your caps and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Army Private First Class Angel L. Gonzalez from Brooklyn, who served in the Korean War. The Yankees say, thank you, Angel, for your sacrifice and for your service to our nation. And now, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
All right, fellas, looking forward to that. We'll take a look at the game summary. 1-4-1 for the Nationals, 11-13-0 for the Yankees. Rough day for Cade Cavalli, who's been a good story for the Nats. Max Fried, very sharp, and Aaron Judge, a 2-run homer, number 41 on the season. 6 different Yankees have homered so far today. Here is Connor Pilkington. We saw him pitch yesterday as he deals strike 1 to Ben Rice. Rice, 3 hits, 2 singles, and a solo homer. Paul, you know, we always hear the phrase, you know, happy flight. You know, oh, you don't want to get on that plane.
Yeah.
How much happier is the flight after a game like this?
Well, it'd be much more relaxed. Don't get me wrong. Coming off of which looks like a 3-game sweep and then a huge day offensively like this. I mean, there'll be some smiles on the plane today.
The 0-2. Rice fouls that away. So, Paul, you talked about how even though the Nationals pitching has struggled this year, the starters the Yankees were going to see had been really good. And the combined ERA of Lord, Gore, and Cavalli had been 3.76 entering this series. As Rice shoots one to center, a catch made fighting the sun. This series, the ERA, 12.34. Take a look at the Audi Electric Moments. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle. Your local tri-state Audi dealer today. How about that third inning?
That looks like batting practice, to tell you the truth. Balls are just flying all over the place. Home runs by the bunches for the Yankees.
Judge had the first one of that inning. And he takes ball 1. Big rip there from Judge, 1-2. Talked about it before. Meredith had it off the top of the broadcast. Just Aaron Boone saying the injury has not affected Judge in the box. Really just believes it's timing and that it would come around soon. He's gotten some good results today.
What is this little book I keep seeing there?
Oh, my notebook?
Notebook. It looks like a diary. It's got a little string in it. And you write to the point where nobody else can read it. Oh, I hope I didn't mess up your page here.
No, it's okay. I'm towards the end of it, so I can get back to it easily.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, I have this notebook that I use for just conversations with players, coaches, but for all the sports I cover.
Nice.
So you got some. I think I started that one in the NBA playoffs. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. As Judge chases and misses. See if you can read from there, Paul.
Absolutely not. It looks like it's a Japanese here. Your handwriting's good. I'm glad you can talk well because you can't write well. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, it's funny because even something as simple as an envelope, when I go to write, you know, the address on the envelope, my wife Andrea will stop me.
Now, what is this thing for at a baseball? What's that do for you?
No, that's just like to show you what page you like. It's like a built-in bookmark.
Nice. All right.
But did you see what's on the cover of the notebook?
I'll take your word for it. Yeah, that's something for my kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Come on. Vader and Luke, who doesn't love that? Not a Star Wars guy, Paul?
What's that?
Are you a Star Wars guy?
No.
Oh, it's time.
Is that right? You
It's
think
time.
I finally understand it? Is that what you're telling me?
Got my in-laws into it. They're obsessed now. Took them a while. You're up next.
All right.
Bellinger rockets that into center. Right at Young for the final out of the 7th. Through 7 innings of play at the stadium, it's 11-1 Yanks. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Ford stores. Ford is proud to be the official SUV of the Yankees, and by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. It is the 8th inning. And Cody Bellinger now moves to center. Caballero in right. So there you go. You're right. Getting Grisham off his feet a little bit.
Well, he's played a lot of games, and like I said, Cody Bellinger got the half a game off the other night. So you know, if you're Aaron Boone, you try to get guys a little break that have been out there a lot.
Saw the numbers for Blackburn. Oh, and 2 on Jacob Young. Tapped weakly towards the middle. Volpe gobbles it up nicely. 1 down. This bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. The Yankee bullpen in pretty good shape. Haven't been taxed hard this series.
Yeah, this is kind of really reset. We went over in the scouting report how good the starters have been the last few times through the rotation, and that really helps the bullpen, because, you know, when you're going to that bullpen for 10, 12 outs a night, you know, guys just run out of gas.
Now, I told you about talking with James Wood's father last night. He reminded me that James's prom date was his longtime friend A.Z. Fudd, star of UConn women's basketball team, projected top 2 pick in the 2026 draft. As James slaps a double to left. It's a power couple for prom.
Yeah, I'd say.
And they've remained friends. So AZ actually threw out the first pitch recently, and James was there to say hey.
Well, we've talked a lot about Woods, but if you've seen the way he swings the bat, I mean, with his height and his youth, at 22 years old, I mean, he uses the whole field. You've seen line drives to right, line drives to left.
Deep fly to right here. Caballero drifting back, makes the catch just in front of the wall. Well, speaking of bullpen action, Paul, how about the T-Mobile coverage cam? Fernando Cruz going viral.
Ooh. Love it.
Yeah.
Nothing like a little emotion, huh?
That's
gets
right.
You going. He wasn't finished.
Oh, look at me, Fernando. My vocal warm-up, yeah, mimics the flex. That's right.
All the way to the airport.
That's right.
It worked for me.
Lip trills. A gargle is a good warm-up, too. Aaron Boone was having a big laugh about it this morning. And Meredith, I know you got to talk to Fernando about it, right?
Well, I asked him if he realized what he was doing at the end when he was brought out in that inning, the intensity that he showed on the mound. And he said, Meredith, I felt like I've been a lion in prison for the last 2 months, just waiting to get out. And they finally let the lion out. And there was so much emotion on the mound. Now, I don't know that I saw that from you today, Ryan. I know you were very into your vocal warm-up, but man, was he excited to get back out there.
Yeah.
And 2 strikeouts in that one, and then give Tim Hill some credit coming in and getting him out of the inning.
What a great quote. I felt like a lion in a. I love it.
I needed to get out. And he let out a lot of emotion. He said, I wanted to scream out there. So he was kind of holding it in. That's what you were seeing there.
Yeah, I've been there. This game does weird things to you, man.
I believe it. And then I asked Aaron Boone about it. He said, yeah, I saw that this morning. It's gone viral. And he said maybe Fernando didn't realize that he was going to get him on the mound.
Yeah, it might have been a reaction of, I want to stay in this game. A lion in prison. Rolled slowly to short. Volpe's been busy over the last couple of innings, and he ends the top of the 8th. 11-1 Yankees through 7.5 at the stadium, going for the sweep. Come out to Yankee Stadium on Friday, September 5th, when the Yankees take on the Blue Jays. It's Austin Wells football jersey night, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive an Austin Wells football jersey courtesy of Bank of America. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Rutledge, the new pitcher for the Nationals. Yankees an 11-1 lead on the Nats. The big inning, that crooked 9 and third, where the Yankees hit for 41 minutes, saw 77 pitches, which if you're hearing that, you're saying, whoa, that sounds like a lot. Yeah, it is, historically so. Our database for pitches seen by the Yankees in a half inning goes back to 2000, and 77 is by far the most they've seen in a single inning in the last 25 years. Three and two on Jazz, who has walked 3 times today. And strikes out looking, 1 away. Jazz wasn't sure, but that was clearly in the zone. Here comes Jason Dominguez. A double, a single today, a couple of RBIs. Two and 0 on Dominguez. His playing time has become more infrequent of late. Obviously, Grisham's been a mainstay in the lineup with what he's done, and then with Bellinger and then Stanton getting time out there as well. Now it'll be Judge after, but you know, Dominguez has acquitted himself quite nicely here in his first full season of the big leagues. He's had a good year. It's just the Yankees outfield has been unbelievable. When you think about Judge, Bellinger, Grisham, it's the best outfield in the American League by far when it comes to production.
Yeah, we put the graphic up yesterday as Dominguez pops S1 to center field. And yeah, they were pretty much first in every category.
Right. The upcoming schedule brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. So when this one goes final, Yankees will head to Chicago for 4 games against the White Sox, who have the second worst record in the majors, only Colorado worse. Then the Yankees will have Labor Day off, and we'll head to Houston. 3 at the Astros, and then big series against Toronto here at the stadium.
Well, this is Anthony Volpe's last shot to try to salvage the day with a good at bat.
Two and 0. White Sox have been a little better since the All-Star break, 16 and 19.
Well, you're digging deep there. Right?
Yeah.
16 and 19, they're doing a lot better, right?
That's improvement for them. Meanwhile, you'd love to see one good at bat here from Volpe. 2 and 2 now, as he is 0 for 4. And is 1 for his last 36. The 2-2. Ooh.
Yeah, I saw the target inside. I'm like, this two-seamer. I said, you know what else can happen here? And now up and in, right at your head. It just.
A 3-2. Volpe meekly waves at it and strikes out to end the 8th. We go to the 9th. Yankees 3 outs away from a sweep. All right, Paul, here we go. I think we both got this one. Name that Yankee. How about
Puff.
third baseman?
Greg Nettles.
There he is. Back at Old Timers Day
I
this
didn't
year.
know Puff. That was his nickname.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Okay. Let's see, I'm teaching you something.
Yeah.
It took me 9 innings. I'm teaching you something. But let's go back to the vault.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You talk about it. I mean, he had a lot of home runs, big numbers, but defensively, boy, you just remember how many plays he made in the World Series.
Growing up, my dad would tell me so many stories of these kind of plays that Nettles made. He's a captain as well. 6-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glover, 2 World Series championships with the Yankees, 77 and 78. Rolled to second. 1 down here in the 9th. There's the resume for Puff.
Greg Nettles is a great guy, too. He was one of the guys that would come to spring training right when I got called over here, and I was just... At times where you could sit and talk, and you know, he was a tough guy too. I mean, he was part of that, the fights in there with the Red Sox, and he played the game hard.
A George Brett fight, and at third base with Nettles. Now, your average game, teams see about 150 pitches. The Yankees have seen 208 in 8 innings.
Wow. Well, there'll be ice in their arms after this game.
Yeah, 77 of them coming in that third. Grisham a solo homer in the first. Yankees got 4 home runs in the third. Judge, Bellinger going back-to-back. Then McMahon and Ben Rice. Austin Wells added a homer in the fourth. Max Fried really good for 7 innings, allowed just 4 hits, 1 run. Scott into center. Bellinger puts it away, and the Yankees 1 out away from a sweep. Hey, fans, after the final out, again, highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and hear from the manager, plus a look ahead to the series with the White Sox. That's all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees postgame. The Yankees lose those first 3 to Boston.
Yeah.
And obviously, let's be clear, there's still something for this team to prove against the Red Sox, against the top teams in the league. But it feels like, the world's falling apart. They win that final game and now have taken care of business against the Nationals. You feel good again.
Well, I mean, on paper, you're saying, no, everybody's, kind of panicking. Obviously, it wasn't a good series against the Red Sox, but it's like, oh, you have to sweep the Nationals. Well, that's easier said than done, but they've done it. And, you got one out before you move on to another team that you should beat.
And the out won't come there. That ball is clocked into the second deck in left. Chaparro, his first home run of the season. That guy's happy he stayed.
Wow.
And it's an 11-2 game.
This was one that you don't see him in the second deck very often out there in left field.
Hassel pinch hitting.
A breaking ball. Again, when they hang, they go a long way.
Yeah. Former Yankee farmhand who hit his first big league home run last year against the Yankees off of Garrett Cole. When the night before his bid for his first was robbed by Aaron Judge. That great home run saving catch that Judge made in left center in D.C. 2-1 here on Hassel. Three and one. Grounded to second. That should do it. Chisholm tosses, and the Yankees sweep the Nationals. They take the final game of this 3-game set, 11-2, the final at the stadium.
Well, we saw an inning we'll probably never see again, but the offense was clicking, the home runs were going. Max Fried, back-to-back great starts. So a lot of good things from this series going ahead. You've got some teams you should beat, and you also have some big series. So see how it all unfolds.
Aaron Boone celebrates the win. Yankees will head to Chicago after a 3-game sweep of the Nats. We'll be back in a moment.